Live on a cloudy, rainy, muggy Tuesday afternoon. Welcome on into the bullpen. I'm Adam the Bull. He's Dustin Fox, and we are brought to you by Bet Rivers. If you're not using the Bet Rivers app, you're missing out. Big Bet Rivers event. My first Bet Rivers, well, not my event. It's Mike Francesa is hosting a big party at Bar A. But I'll be part of that big Bet Rivers event with Mike September the 3rd. I just want to promote that before we get into anything else. I know most of our audience is Cleveland-centric and Cleveland fans, but every once in a blue moon, I talk some New York sports, and I've filled in a couple of times on the New York Sports Rush show lately. And so Mike obviously was for many years on The Fan in New York, the original, and he and Mad Dog had a great show for many years that I called as a teenager. And then Mike continued on at The Fan in New York, and now he's been with Bet Rivers for a while. And every year he would do, and he and Chris, and then he would do an event at Bar A on the Jersey Shore, and he hadn't done it in a few years, and now he's bringing it back. For a big Bet Rivers event. It's going to be a really fun day going on from noon until 6. And so if you happen to be in New York, New Jersey, or if you want to come and hang out, it's going to be a fun day. Mike is the main event, obviously doing his show live for all his fans, but I'll be doing the show. Don't know exactly how long I'll be on for yet, but we'll let you know more details as the weeks go by. And some other New York guys will be on as well. There'll be a band. It's a cool atmosphere there, so I'm looking forward to it. So that's Thursday, September 3rd at Bar A. So anyway, more details coming on that. But, Dustin, we got to get into training camp because the first preseason game right around the corner. The Browns will play Saturday against the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Obviously, Todd Monken, in his first year as a head coach, got everybody riled up on Saturday. Coach Monken speaks before practice. A lot of times in the past, coaches would speak after practice. That's what Kevin Stefanski did, I think, most years, if not every year. But, or maybe I got that wrong. I don't know. It's been so many years. But Todd Monken spoke before Saturday's practice. He said that he talked about it was Shador's day because they were alternating with the ones, and Watson had been with the ones the day before. He said Shador would get the first team reps. Not only did that not happen, but Shador ended up splitting second team reps with Dylan Gabriel. Deshaun Watson got all the first team reps. Everybody speculated that this is the precursor to Deshaun being named the starter. When he finally did speak to the media on Monday, he said that was not the case, that he just changed his mind at the last minute and he didn't feel the need to come back and tell the media. Reports from Mary Kay say that he had already told Watson and Shador he changed it. So if that were the case, he purposely lied to the media, which happens all the time. But I guess, first of all, the story blew up and was such a big deal. And, I was arguing with Jason and Mike today that they were like, well, the reason he didn't tell is because if he had told the media on Saturday that he'd get a million questions. And I'm like, so what? That's just a stupid thing to lie about.
Right.
We're going to find out 10 minutes later, and you still got some of the questions yesterday. And like all the fans freaked out. And I know I know it's cool when you're a coach or a football player to pretend you don't care about the fans and to pretend you don't care about the media. And maybe some of them don't. A lot of them do because they're sensitive to every negative comment. The Browns are very rabbit-eared about it. So are the Guardians. So all the teams are pretty much. They don't care when you say 100 good things, but one bad thing and they're all over you. Or they'll tell people through the grapevine they're all over you and they don't have the guts to do it themselves. But I'm just like, I just don't get it. Yeah, and somebody said, well, they don't owe the media. They don't. You're right. They don't owe us anything. We don't owe them anything either. But we're often said, well, why are you rooting against the team or whatever, which nobody's doing. But anyway, I just thought it was a stupid thing to lie about. I think the story's done. If he would have just said the truth, like, hey, Shador's gotten more reps with the ones. We want to give Watson some extra reps here today. We haven't decided on the quarterback. Fine. I don't know. But it just proves once again that you can't believe anything a coach says because they just want to lie. That's their default, is to lie to the media and to fans.
Correct. And, well, excuse me, whether Todd Monken, cares about the fans truthfully or what the media says or thinks or whatever, we'll never know. But I'm guessing deep down, these guys do have some sort of level of care
Right.
for what the fans think and what people are talking about and saying about them specifically. And Todd, obviously, first time head coach, I'm sure he's got rabbit ears. Like, how could you not? You want to make sure you're doing the right thing, and you want to know what people think and what people are saying. But um, look, it's an interesting conversation. It's going to be a very tight battle. It sounds like here as we go into this first preseason game. Are you surprised by anything that you've seen or heard in terms of the performance of these guys?
No, neither quarterback has played particularly well. Zach told me today, not told me, but he was said on UCSS that, believe it or not, Deshaun Watson has played better. Like early in camp, he thought he was completely unplayable. He's played better the last bunch of days, and he's outplayed Shedeur. But the truth is that neither one has played overall particularly well. And if either one had played really well to this point, one would have been named the starter already. Don't you think Todd Monken's dying to name a starter? He doesn't want this to go on forever. And the fact that neither one has grabbed the job, to me, is alarming, but not surprising, unfortunately.
No, not surprising. We've had people boots on the ground, if you will, in Berea giving us reports back and things like that. It sounds like Deshaun's played a little bit better, which is a positive. I still think it's 50-50 right now as to who will be the starting quarterback week one.
Yeah.
Do you disagree?
No, there's a lot of people that think that it's definitely going to be Deshaun Watson. I know Jason is convinced it's going to be Deshaun Watson, and maybe he's right. He's got, more insight on the team than I do, but I just don't see how that could be such a short thing when he's overall been so terrible. Again, I'll grant that he's played better lately in practice. These guys got to play in the preseason, and the preseason obviously is very vanilla in terms of defense, and I don't think the Bears are going to be starting any of their starting defense, but we got to see them in game action. We've got to see Deshaun Watson take a hit and be able to get back up, because we don't
100%.
know if he can do that.
No, we don't know.
So until they play in the preseason, I don't think we have a definitive answer yet. And Jason, no, I think Zach suggested today that they won't announce the starter. He thinks he won't announce a starter until after, because week 2 they have a scrim. They're going to be practicing with Buffalo, and Zach thinks he won't name a starter before that practice with Buffalo.
Okay.
But Zach and Jason both think it's going to be Watson, which I think we've all made clear, or at least I have, that it's a terrible idea. But it is what it is. If Shedeur can't beat out Deshaun Watson, I mean, I don't even know what to say about that at this point. So,
I mean, Deshaun Watson's not good.
Look at this. Look at this. We have a preseason game point spread. The Browns 1-point favorites at the Bears in week 1 of the preseason.
Every point spread in the preseason is about 1 to 3 points.
Yeah. I wonder why the Browns are favored. I guess people think the Bears won't play their like the Bear. If you're the Bears, you're not playing Caleb Williams in the first preseason game.
Dude, it doesn't matter. All that matters is like who's playing in the third and fourth quarter.
Right. And by that point, I mean, could you see Shedeur playing into the, like, if they start Deshaun in this first game, and let's say he plays 2-3 series, and then Shedeur comes in the second quarter, could he play the rest of the game, or do you think they'll play Gabriel a little bit in that game?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I suppose anything's in play. Yeah. If I'm the Browns, I'm probably going to play Watson for a good portion of the early part of the game, and then I bring in Shedeur, let him finish it out.
So no Gabriel at all?
Probably not in game 1.
I think they will. I think we'll see Gabriel also. And then game 2, I think we'll only see Watson and Sanders. And then game 3, it'll just be Gabriel and Taylor Green.
Got it. Okay.
That's my guess. I mean, I have no insider information on this, but
right.
The over-under is 39. There you go. You got some preseason. That's rough. That's rough. I mean, I don't know how you bet on preseason. It's hard. I certainly know how you bet on regular season. The Browns It's 1 month from Thursday. We'll play their first regular season game. I can't. It's always the weird time in August because you like it. It feels like August. It feels like summer's almost over already. Kids go back to school in a week. And you're anxious about football and you want to see football start. But I hate rushing the summer and the good weather because the bad
Dude,
weather
once August hits, the summer's pretty much over.
Yeah.
Because the kids, like my kids, are in activities. My daughter had her first tennis match, high school tennis match yesterday.
Already?
We have another one here today at 4:30
wow.
in Nordonia. And tomorrow, I've got tennis. My daughter's got a tennis match at Wadsworth at 3. And then I got to scoot over to Boardman near Youngstown. My son's got a scrimmage against Boardman tomorrow night at 6.
I can't believe these things start so much before school starts. It's crazy.
I mean, school starts next week, dude.
Yeah. Your kids start on Wednesday? My son
They start
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday? Okay. All right. Yeah, it's that time of year. Knight Rider says, I smell football and Halloween movies coming. Yeah, that's right around the corner.
Oh, yes. Yes, we do.
Big Z says, which new players are you most excited to see in game action? So I'll ask you that, Dustin. What rookie are you most excited to see in the preseason?
Boston.
I guess it doesn't have to be a rookie, but it's Boston.
Yeah.
I think, the one thing.
Who's the dude who got into the fight the other day? Was it the left tackle we drafted?
Yeah, Fano.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Well, he got into it, with their new pass rusher. And they've been working.
Well, you got into it with Verse, right?
Verse has been working with Fano, which is great. Awesome. Yeah. He seems like a great team guy, good leader. And if you're Fano, you got, it doesn't matter you're a rookie. You got to stand up for yourself, right? So I love that. I know some coaches don't like that. We've talked about it over the years. Obviously, Monken didn't have an issue with it because they were both in on the next play.
Yep.
As opposed to the Raiders, who I think Max Crosby and Kirk Cousins got into it, and he kicked them out of the rest of practice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't even think – who's the Raiders coach? I can't even think of who it is.
The Raiders coach?
Yeah. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, we know who it is. I have to look it up, but I know who it is.
I'm just totally drawing a blank.
If you said it, I'd be like, yeah.
It is Clint Kubiak.
Yeah. There you go.
By the way, speaking of the Raiders, do you know there's a Madden movie coming out in December?
Yeah, with Nick Cage.
Nick Cage. He looks weird as John Madden. I don't know if it's going to be
Dude, he put on like 70 pounds for this movie.
Yeah, it's going to be weird.
I think he looks like him.
He does look like him a little. I don't know. I haven't liked a lot of the. I like Nicolas Cage in general, but lately he's made all these weird movies that I haven't really liked. I don't know. So we'll see.
He has gone through a phase of making. He must just need the money, because he just did a lot of bad movies.
Yeah.
However, he's made a lot of great movies.
Oh yeah, but I feel like they're all like a while ago.
Like maybe so.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
I love that movie.
It's a classic. Speaking of movies and speaking of guys who were like just making movies to make money, I saw like Kiefer Sutherland used to be a huge star. Yeah. And yesterday I was just randomly watching some movie he was in that came out this year. And he's like in the military. It was like a 90-minute cheeseball movie and totally formulaic. And it was so off the radar. Like I'm sure it wasn't even in the movie theater. I don't even remember what it's called.
The other thing too, Bull, is like I'm guessing nowadays there's so much going on with Netflix and HBO streaming services and these shows and like the movies aren't what they used to be. Like the blockbusters don't pay, I'm guessing, like what they used to. So I'm sure some do.
Movies are coming back. Spider-Man has been a massive hit. The new Spider-Man movie.
I know.
What do you call it? The
Odyssey was good.
Odyssey. I haven't seen it. Did you see it?
No, my kid did.
Okay. Yeah, Aaron saw it too. He said it was amazing. Odyssey and Spider-Man are making crazy money. I saw Spider-Man. It was great. Best Marvel movie in a number of years. I want to see Odyssey. And then the horror movies that have done great. I haven't seen Obsession yet.
You got to see it.
It's on. I think it's on pay-per-view now.
It's on Peacock, dude.
Oh, it is on Peacock?
I believe so. That's where I watched it.
Oh, shoot. I do need to watch it then. Peacock's the worst streaming service. There's nothing good on Peacock. Almost nothing good on Peacock. Well, Paramount is the worst in terms of using it. It's so unuser-friendly. But in terms of the quality of content, Peacock and MGM Plus are basically useless.
Yeah.
Apple TV, best bang for your buck. Netflix and Prime are good. Anyway. All right, let's get back to it. I'm looking forward to seeing both wide receivers. And I think that's the most noticeable thing that I saw when I've been to camp and that guys have told me, and Zach reiterated this again today. It's noticeable that the Browns seem to have gotten it right, and until we see them in games, we don't know. But they seem to have gotten it right with these two wide receivers. I think there's a lot of high hopes for both wide receivers. If this team had a quarterback, it would be unbelievable because you got a young tight end, a young running back, and two young wide receivers. Next year, you get rid of Jerry Jeudy after this season, and you go with three wide. Even Isaiah Bond, throw him as your third wide receiver. If they get the right quarterback next year, he might come into a pretty good situation. Now, the Browns, let's face it, they're going to be bad this year. We all know this. Anybody living in reality knows the Browns are going to be bad. They're going to win 4, 5, 6 games. They got to get a quarterback. But if they can get a quarterback, I think they could turn it around in a hurry next year, because I like the way the skill positions on offense are headed. I like where they are defensively. They still need a lot of work on the offensive line, but their quarterback, a good quarterback, and they're at least a playoff contender by next year, I think. Now, that's a big if, because finding a good quarterback is not easy, but there have been a lot of years where the Browns sucked even besides the quarterback. And I don't think the rest of the team sucks. I think the rest of the team is not deep, but it's pretty good in terms of the starters, I think. But time will tell.
Time will tell on that one.
Yeah. But the quarterbacks stink. Now, Spencer Fano has been officially promoted to the first team. Casey Concepcion's been playing with the first team in and out. Boston's been officially promoted to the first team. Guys are earning their way in terms of these high draft picks. And I think the fight had something to do with Fano getting on that first team. But they need him to be good, because there's definitely some other question marks with some of these veterans on the offensive line. But we'll see as time goes by. Like I said, the Browns play their first preseason game Saturday. Then they'll scrimmage with Buffalo. Then they'll have a preseason game with Buffalo. And then by that point, sometime in the next, I would say, 10 days, we'll probably know who the starting quarterback's going to be. My assumption is that Watson will start the first preseason game and that Sanders will start the second preseason game. And then sometime between the scrimmage with Buffalo, the second preseason game with Buffalo, and maybe the day after, sometime in that little window, they'll announce the start. He'll announce the starter is my guess, but who the hell knows? I mean, he may just continue to lie to us and not announce it, and then we have to guess who the starter is going to be week one, for that big competitive advantage. I don't know, but that's the deal there. Let's get to some questions from the fans here. Danny Tank has a Guardians question, so I'll save that. Knight Rider says Michael Myers, Dustin all day.
Oh, yeah.
You're a big Michael Myers fan. We know that. Z's most excited to see Jared Verse and Denzel Boston. Knight Rider says Watson's not even on the Browns in the new Madden game. He's a free agent. Is that true? Do you play Madden still?
I have the new Madden. I have not played it.
Okay.
I don't really buy that, though. There's no way he's not on the Browns.
Doesn't make any
He's
sense.
under contract.
Yeah. B. Skrills, Kyler Murray is QB1 for the Vikings. Yeah, he won that job. That's not a surprise. Did you think J.J. McCarthy was going to be able to keep that job?
No.
How long do you think Kirk Cousins starts for the Raiders before they go to Mendoza? Do you think he's going to actually start week one? Cousins?
I think Cousins starts week one.
But how long? You think he makes it a month before they go to Mendoza or no?
It depends what the record is.
Yeah.
I think he makes it a month.
King Omari says Clint Kubiak is the Raiders coach. Yeah, we finally straightened that out. Dustin 12K says, Thanks for that, Bull, this morning. You made my day. The quarterback thing is annoying. Thank God for fantasy football. Yes, indeed. We are we've done a fantasy football league through UCSS, but not enough guys wanted to do it this year. So there's actually going to be a Cleveland media fantasy football league that I've been invited to join. The participants, as far as I know,
who's going to be
now,
in this league?
So the people that I know so far are me, Jason Lloyd, Chris Fedor, Zach Jackson, Zach Meisel, Those are the only 5 I can think of. What's his name? Who covers the Cavs? Young guy. I forgot his name. He's young. He's newer in the business. He used to work at K&R.
He covers who? The Cavs?
Danny Cunningham.
Oh,
right?
Danny Cunningham. Yeah,
Danny. I couldn't think of his name. I wasn't trying to be obnoxious. Sometimes I'll do that and be obnoxious. I wasn't trying. I couldn't think of his name. But Danny's been coming up in the world. I think he's doing it. Maybe Tyvis. Mikey McNuggets didn't want to do it because it's a keeper league. I don't know if anybody from the fan was asked. I'll have to find out. We shall see. So we're doing that. But fantasy football is great. In fact, I got some guys asked me. I'm on Cameo. I don't do a million videos. I don't really promote it that much. But I think some guys asked me to pick their fantasy football draft order on Cameo. So I have fun doing that. So if you do want me to do that, send me a Cameo. I wish somebody a happy birthday the other day. I try to make them funny. And so, all right, next question. Z Bull, has the WNBA Cleveland team come to their senses and named you play-by-play yet? No, they have not come to their senses. Although, shout out to Benchwarmer Sports. Did you see that video he made of me doing play-by-play for the Sirens?
No.
Everybody go watch. There's a guy, I can't think of his real name. He goes by Benchwarm Sports. Let me just don't look it up. I want to give the guy some love because he's funny. And he roasts me sometimes he roasts all of us. He's the guy that did the impression of all of us on UCSS. What's his full Twitter name is, let's see, Bench something Sports. I'm doing a terrible job promoting him. I wasn't planning on talking about it, but somebody asked about the WNBA thing, so I got to bring it up. Let me find this. And I'll give him his Warmed Bench on Twitter.
Okay.
At Warmed Bench, WARMED Bench. I'm sorry I forgot his first name, but he's very funny. He's done impressions of me before, and he does basically a roast of me being the play-by-play of the Sirens, and I thought it was really funny. And he's busting my balls.
Can you send me a link of it?
I'll send it to you.
Please do.
But yes, no, Z, they haven't hired me yet. They're probably not going. Well, they're not going to hire me. But anyway, Knight Rider, you guys rock, man. Love when you two get together. So do we.
Yes, we do.
Elephant asked about Mendoza. We just heard thought. Last call. Need to hear your thoughts on Carrington's foul on Cunningham. It was a flagrant foul. They got it right. That was a flagrant foul. It happens. What's the big deal? They got it right. It was a flagrant. Carrington didn't handle it great, and that's that. I'm not a fan of Cunningham personally, but it doesn't matter. That's the reality of the situation. I call it like I see it. It was definitely the right call. It was an inappropriate foul. B. Skrills, I might go see Spider-Man on Thursday. You should. It's great.
My daughter loved it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
In fact, I think she said that movie changed my life.
Really?
That's what she said.
That's awesome.
I think she's just being sarcastic. But
it's a really great movie, not just like a Marvel great movie. It was entertaining from a Marvel.
Who are the main characters, like actors?
You don't know any of the Marvel movies, huh?
Well,
I mean,
you've known me for 15 years.
Tom Holland plays Spider-Man. Do you know who he is?
I do.
You know who his wife is in real life?
If I saw her, maybe.
Zendaya.
Oh, yeah.
They're married in real life, and they're
married. She played a tennis player in the movie.
That's
Challenge.
right. Yes, she's great. They're both great, and she plays, of course, his love interest in this. And then I can't think of the name of the act. I think it's Jordan, the guy who plays his friend, Jordan Catalan. I can't. Now I have to look it up. Ned
Ryerson.
Ned from Spider-Man. Who plays him? Can't think of the actor's name. Jacob Batalon. I love this guy. He's awesome. There's no chance he's listening to the show. But if you are, Jacob, and even though I couldn't think of your name off the top of my head, I love you. I think you're an awesome actor. I need to see you in more things. I've never seen this guy in anything besides Spider-Man. I'm sure he's been in other things. I think he's a freaking awesome actor. He's fantastic. He hasn't been in a lot. What else has he been in? The Wrecking Crew? That was a good movie. Novocaine? That was a good movie, too. I don't remember him in that. But anyway, he's funny. He's good. I like him. All right. Let's see. Quick Clips says, never ever chat. Listen to anything they have to say about Shador. Sanders has been outplaying every quarterback in camp. They never will talk about that in detail. We know what it is. Bull, 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 bull. Okay, good. Elephant.
We know what it is. What is it?
I don't know what it is. I have no idea.
Okay, I don't know what it is.
We hate Shador apparently because you can't say somebody's. If you say somebody's not good, you're a racist or a terrible person. I never got called a racist until Shador Sanders because, of course, I'm not. And anybody that knows me and anybody that's been listening to me for years would think it's ludicrous to call me a racist. But because I don't think Shador Sanders is the next great quarterback, some people have turned to calling me a racist. Not to mention, I get called a fat ass all the time. I get called a liberal cuck all the time because people, I get all this stuff. And it is what it is. It's just it's water under the bridge to me at this point because I get it all the time. But I just think it's so stupid. Elephant says, Obsession is the kind of movie you watch in a darkened room at midnight.
I liked Obsession.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. She's gorgeous, that woman. What's her name?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Can't think of her name, but she's gorgeous.
Guardians. She's like she's not famous, right?
Oh, super famous now.
Well, now, yeah.
Yeah. She wasn't famous before this, but now she's huge.
She didn't make any money for this movie either.
No. Guardians are playing terrible baseball.
God,
I hate to see it.
I want to kill the Guardians.
Ugh. They've been so bad. They've lost 7 of their last 9 games. They're 7-14 since the All-Star break. They've only won 1 series. I'm sorry. I don't think they've won any series since the All-Star break. I think they split with the Twins. Oh, no, they won that series against the Reds. That's right. That was the only series they've won since the All-Star break was against the Reds. And now it has to end. They have to
twice in the last week they got off to a 2-0 start in the first inning and lose massively.
They have a very favorable schedule the rest of the way.
I don't want to hear it. I don't care.
They have 2 series with Detroit, who's decent. They got 1 more series with Chicago and Minnesota, and then 1 series against Boston. Otherwise, they're playing pretty much all ass teams. They have to get their shit together and start playing better baseball because they've been awful. The pitching has been okay. Most of the bullpen's been bad. The lineup's been bad. This is just awful. They got swept. You lose 3 in a. You lost 5 of 6 to Arizona and the Mets, and then lost 2 out of 3 to the White Sox. And I know the White Sox are playing all right, and they're a decent team. But come on, man. Come on, Guardians. We got 40-something games left, right? 110, 119, 43 games left. Now's the time. Stop fucking around.
No shit.
They got the pitching matchup tonight. Advantage with Bybee against Anderson. They've got some pitching matchups here coming up. They got it if you're facing a good pitcher in Valdez tomorrow. You'll have to face Michael King on Friday against the Padres at home. But outside of that, you're facing average or worse pitchers till at least you play Toronto in September. The rest of the month, that's it besides King and Valdez. Everybody else, Mize is all right. Everybody else is average or below. Let's fucking go. They've been so bad. And I still think they're going to turn it around. But I'm starting to lose faith.
Yeah, I'm starting to lose hope too.
Yeah. Got to get it going tonight. Bybee's got to pitch a big game tonight. Take care of business.
You think you think they're going to win?
Tonight?
Yeah.
I don't feel good about it. How can you feel good about it? They're just playing terrible baseball, but they do have a big pitching advantage tonight. Anderson's he won't go deep into the game. I'll try to be positive and say that I think the Guardians are going to win tonight, but I don't feel great about it. I don't know what the line is tonight. I mean, I'm sure they're I was going to say I'm sure they're a favorite, but they're playing so poorly.
They're a dog like plus 110.
Are they? Yeah, so it's basically a pick'em game. It's really disappointing. I thought right after the deadline again. Yeah, plus at the moment, right now at Bet Rivers, they're plus 106. The Tigers are minus 127. At plus 106.
I always love plus money.
Yeah, I know it's not a lot of plus money, but I like the Guardians. Who else do I like? The Cubs are minus 180. I love them tonight. Against the Cubs are playing really well. I like who else? Do I like anybody else tonight? Man, Martin Perez has pitched so well for the Braves, but I don't like them tonight. I like the Yankees tonight at home. Yankees, Cubs, and then Guardians. There you go. All right, thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks for tweeting. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. We love you all, even the haters. Spider Noir was terrible. I couldn't make it through it. Cottonwoods.
Who?
Cottonwoods said,
Oh,
Spider Noir starring Nicolas Cage is my favorite superhero. Maybe I should have given him. It's not my cup of tea. I thought it was terrible. But I, in fairness, only watched like 15 minutes of it. All right, folks, we'll see you all. We'll talk to you all next time. Dustin, I'll be back Thursday at 2 p.m.
Yep.
Until then, Dustin and I will both be on UCSS tomorrow, along with Jason Lloyd. Until then, we'll talk to you next time. Where else but right here in the bullpen, brought to you by Bet Rivers. See you later.